This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium training session. This Infinium training session is entitled, Who Hurt You? We Are Listening. Now, my MGTOW brothers, there is a general consensus among Red Pill and MGTOW content producers that women are starting to listen more intently to what men are saying. In part, this has been forced by the effect and the now deep penetration of the MGTOW philosophy, combined with the devastating effects of the Covid-19 virus. In short, women are finding it very difficult to find men who are willing to be in a relationship with them. This can be noted by the general cry from women, where have all the good men gone? As well, every attempt by the feminist plantation state in terms of curtailing the red pill process and the MGTOW philosophy have been met with failure. You can cite anything from the Tomi Lahren debacle to a spate of high-end divorces, all the way down to men in general refusing to cohabitate or marry women in this day and age. But all these women who say they're listening, are they listening to bring about positive change, or are they listening to obtain tactical data? I would submit to you, my MGTOW brothers, that it is the latter because of the following. Women in general do not want an end to the feminist plantation state, which this goes for the most ardent of new walls. Thus, there is no behavioral change among women, which would suggest that they want true change, which would bring about an end to the great war between men and women. As well, women who claim to be nuanced and against feminism will in general backpedal when pressed about doing anything about it. There is no true push to change the laws of the land to end unfair treatment to men due to the effects of rabid feminism. And my MGTOW brothers, I will ask you this question at this point in time. Can you think of any time where women have, for instance, gone before the Congress of the United States to speak against feminism or protest or do anything about it before Congress? I can't think of any. In short, feminism, even though it's on the roast right now, gives overwhelming power to women to the degree that they do not want it taken away from them. Given the aforementioned, it is safe to say that women who are listening for the purpose of obtaining tactical information. This tactical information gathering has nothing to do with being, for instance, a good wife. It is for the ultimate purpose of gaining access to a man's resources as well as causing his enslavement. So when you hear the complaint from women about not being able to find good men, they are in actuality saying they are not able to find good slaves. This brings me to the point, my brothers, that women are listening because they want to keep men in a place where they are devalued and seen as brainless beasts of burden who need to be locked down. I would ask you, my brothers, again, just pull out your wallet and look at it. And you will begin to understand what I'm saying. Your wallet for a woman puts value into your life from her standpoint. Her evaluation of you is based upon what's in that wallet, what your wallet can provide. So, for instance, if you have a nice car, you have a nice home, you have a nice job, you have nice income, that wallet is her definition of you. It defines, from her standpoint, it defines you as a man. It has nothing to do with your ability to love, your ability to be able to critically think or to be able to have a good relationship with a woman. That wallet is your evaluation from her standpoint. So, for instance, I was listening to Mr. Lead a few days ago, and he happened to be in conversation with a few women, I guess, at his workplace. And One of the women he was conversing with talked about her husband, who appeared to be very well off, has a nice car, nice job, nice home, that type of thing. And she stated outright that when she found these things about him, she needed to lock that down, so to speak. So again, my MGTOW brothers, your wallet is a point of evaluation where you can be locked down, where you can be locked down in terms of your resources, in terms of what you can provide for her, what you can have taken away from you in the divorce decree, I'd say, in terms of being divorce rate. That's what these women think of you. They don't think of you as a man. They think of you as a beast of burden. Somebody that can be locked down. A brainless. I'm sorry for that interruption, my brothers. But again, they think of you as a brainless beast of burden. They think of you as somebody that cannot think, that cannot rule his life, that cannot take care of himself, that cannot be a man that governs himself, that governs his way, that goes his own way. They think of you as a slave. That's why they're listening. That's why they are saying that, well, we cannot find good men and we need to find out what's going on here. That's why you see the types of things that are going on. Anything from Tommy Lauren to women in general infiltrating or trying to infiltrate the manospheres. That's why you're seeing these things. They are not listening for the intent to be good women, good companions, be good wives. They're not listening for that purpose. They're listening to obtain tactical data about you so they can lock you down, quote unquote. So they can get you back on the feminist plantation state, so they can get you to be a beast of burden, a brainless beast of burden who they can rule over and whip and torment and do every manner of evil to you. That's why they're listening. Because, again, the MGTOW philosophy, the red pill processes, those things are causing devastation to the feminist plantation state. Those things have been, it was even before the COVID-19 virus hit, this was happening. And the COVID-19 virus, again, it only caused things to get worse. And on top of that, you have, again, the various debacles that have been happening, the various things that have been happening. For instance, Will Smith being punked by his wife. Men are seeing these things, and they're saying no. And all these things are combining to cause great difficulty for the feminist plantation state. And so even those women who say that they are against feminism, that they can't stand feminists, they are saying, again, we are listening. But in their hearts, they do not want feminism, the feminist plantation state, to come down. And if, again, they wanted to come down, there would have been long ago change to stop this scourge. But they're not doing anything about it. So that's why my brothers, again, when you find a woman who says she wants to talk to you, she wants to listen to you, I would say just turn her away. I would say just go on your way and just forget about it. Because there's no sense in trying to get a woman to listen to you and to understand you, because she cannot understand you as long as she feels that you or a beast of burden who needs to be locked down. That attitude needs to be changed. And that's a starting point. But it needs to go further. It needs to go into places where laws are changed. It needs to go where there's true change. That's the only way, my brothers. And that's not happening. And so again, when these women say they are listening, when they say that they will sit down with us and converse with us and see if we could dialogue, I say no. I say, my brothers, keep going your own way. And forget about those women. Forget about those ones that say they are now listening. And again, put it this way. Where was all of that back then, before the COVID-19, before the MGTOW philosophy got really entrenched into society? Before all these things, before all the laws allowed the women to just point a man out for just smiling at her and say he attempted to rape her. Where was all of that? So again, my MGTOW brothers, they are listening to obtain tactical data about you. They are not listening for the purpose of being a good mate to you. And I will say to you, my MGTOW brothers, again, do not dialogue with them. Do not sit down and have a conversation with them, because they are not going to listen for the purpose of helping you. It's going to be for the purpose of helping themselves and attempting to gain control of who you are as a man in terms of resources, in terms of what you can provide, and how you can be enslaved. My MGTOW brothers, the best thing for you to do at this time is to hold the line and to stay on the course, stay on the MGTOW path, and continue to your freedom. There is, again, no purpose at all for you to cohabitate with or to marry women in this day and age, because it is not worth it. And if you choose to do so, my brothers, it is most certainly something that will destroy your life. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium training session. My MGTOW brothers, now more than ever, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.